A great look at it. Here we go. Let's go to Hobbs, New Mexico for Travis Rice. His partner to the back going to be Levi Lord. Hinton and Worley going to be team number 2. 3, Scheller and Torres, and Tripp and Dunning at team number 4. All right, Xander and Tyler, you're going to be next at team number 2, guys. You can ride right in. Here we go. That's the way to start it. Going to be 8 and 19. Let's go to team 2, Xander Hinton and Tyler Worley. Then it's going to be Scheller and Torres. 3, 4, Tripp and Dunning. All right, Austin and Jonathan going to be next out at team number 3. Yeah, we're going to be clean there. 973. This is going to be team 3, Austin Scheller and Jonathan Torres. Tripp and Dunning. 4, 5. Going to be Moore and Lord. Scott and Denton, team number 4. You can ride in. And we're going to be clean 1232. Let's go to team 4, Scott, Tripp, and Denton Dunning. You're going to be followed by Moore and Lord. Will roll Craig and Levi for a second. Levi went to that other arena, so Wolf and Bray, you're going to be after this. Team 6, and then 7, Nixon and Britton. All right, Reed and Payton, team number 6, you can ride in. And we're clean here, 882. We're going to roll 5. This is team 6. Reed, Wolf, and Payton Bray. Nixon and Britton, 7. 8, going to be Edwards and Ashford. Man, the brakes are tight this morning. Gonna be no time. Brooke, did you leave the Parker brake on? Let's go to Johnny Nixon, Colton Britton. It's team number 7. Then gonna be 8, Edwards and Ashford, and Perry and Curry at team number 9. All right, Charles and Ross, you're gonna be next at team number 8. Kling going to be 8 and 70. Let's go to team 8. Going to be Charles Edwards and Ross Ashford. You'll be followed by Perry and Curry. 9, 10. Going to be Stevens and Hawkins. And going to be clean there, 876. Let's go to team 9. It's Carter Perry and Cole Curry. Stevens and Hawkins, 10, 11. Going to be Haynes and Eves. Pros, check your phones. We did send a text out. There's some changes to the original draw. We had to replace somebody. So, pros, check your phones. You may have another run. Do we have Carter Perry? And do we have Cole Curry? Okay, let's skip that one. Let's go to here to team number 10, Sean Stevens and Buddy Hawkins. Sean and Buddy, team number 10. After this, let's pick up Craig Moore and Levi Lord. If Levi's back. Going to be clean here. 839. 839. All right, Craig Moore and Levi Lord. We're picking up team 5, and then it'll be 11. Haynes and Eves and Key and Moore at team number 12. Clean going to be 860. All right, going to be team 11 now. Court Haynes and Paul Eves. Key and Moore, 12, 13, Long and Noguera. Case and Logan, you can write in. And we're going to be clean 994. It's going to be team 12, Case Key and Logan Moore. Then we'll go to Long and Noguera. 13, 14, going to be Bennett and Harrison. And we're going to be no time here. Let's go to 13. Going to be Cody Long and Junior Noguera. Then 14, that's Bennett and Harrison and Barbie and Rich at team number 15. Do we have Cody and Junior right here? 13, Cody Long. Okay. Skip that one. Bray Bennett, Joseph Harrison, number 14. Bray and Joseph. Then Barbie and Rich, 15, 16, Barnes and Cook. Going to be no time. Going to be 15, Britt Barbie and Douglas Rich. Then we'll go to Barnes and Cook, 16, 17. Going to be Eccles and Lord. Matthew and Hunter, number 16, you can write in. Clean here, going to be 9 and 10. Let's go to 16, Matthew Barnes and Hunter Cook. Eccles and Lord going to be next, 17, 18, Bouton and Medlin. Jet and Levi, you can write in. And we're going to be smooth, 781. 781. Thank you, Levi, for coming right back. It'll be Jet Eccles and Levi Lord, 17. 18, Mouton and Medlin, then White and Worley, team number 19. This is Jet Eccles. Do we have? Okay. 18, Jason Mouton, Logan Medlin. Jason and Logan here. 19 going to be White and Worley, and then running in Torres at team number 20. We're going to be no time. I'm going to be number 19, Jay White and Tyler Worley. Running in Torres at team number 20 and 21. Going to be Rouse and Thorpe. Junior, you've got a new run at team number 29. Junior, you've got a run at 29. Colton and Jonathan, team number 20. You can write in. Paul Eves, you've got a new run at 48. Paul Eves, you've got a run at 48. We're going to be clean there, 10 and 16. Let's go to 20. Going to be Colton Runyon and Jonathan Torres. Rouse and Thorpe, 21. 22, going to be Wellborn and Dunning. Going to be no time. This is Brock Rouse and Wesley Thorpe. Here's 21 are open for us. Wellborn and Dunning. 22, 23 going to be Maringer and Graves. Savannah and Denton, team number 22. You can write in. A mean reach right here. What a run. 5 and 94. Hello. Let's go to 22. Going to be Savannah Welburn and Denton Dunning. Then it's Maringer and Graves. 23, 24, Zadabino and Cook. Oh, and Travis, you can write in. Darn it, going to be no time. You still get to run your second one over there, though. Remember, everybody gets two. It's Owen Maringer and Travis Graves. Here's 23. 24, Zadavino and Cook, and Lamb and Northcott at team 25. Going to be no time. Let's go to 24. Frank Zadabino and Hunter Cook, Lamb and Northcott. 25, 26, Roberts and Bray. Okay, we need to roll Frank and Hunter here for a minute. Let's go to Ryland, Lamb, and Nikki Northcott. Ryland and Nikki. Then Roberts and Bray, 26, 27, Kopp and Britton. Mike and Peyton, you can write in. With the barrier, they're going to be 12, 27. Let's go to 26, Mike Roberts and Peyton Bray. You'll be followed by Kopp and Britton. 27, 28, going to be Carrillo and Ashford. Caitlin and Colton, you can write in. Going to be no time. Going to be 27, Caitlin Kopp and Colton Britton. You'll be followed by Carrillo and Ashford. Then England will get a number 29. Gilbert and Ross, you can write in. Clinton going to be 753. Let's go to Gilbert Carrillo, Ross, Ashford. It's 28. 29 going to be Engel and Noguera. Dunn and Hawkins at 30. After 30, we're going to pick up Frank and Hunter. Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe. Waylon and Junior, you can write in. And clean here, going to be 8 and 81. Let's go to 29. Going to be Waylon Ingle and Junior Noguera. 30, Dunn and Hawkins. And then we're going to get Frank and Hunter and Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe. We'll get those teams picked up. Five here, they're going to be 1483. Let's go to number 30, going to be Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins. And then Frank Zermito, Hunter Cook. You're next. Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe. Then back on track at Portis and Eves at number 31. All right, Frank and Hunter, you can write in. We're going to be all right, Carter and Wesley, you can write in. Kling going to be 836. All right, Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe. Then it's going to be number 31, Portis and Eves. Kling going to be 781. All right, 31 to rope, Sol Portis and Paul Eves. Then we're going to Jefferson Moore, 32, 33, going to be Sanchez and Noguera. Kling going to be 6 and 98. That might be my pick team right there. Let's go to 32, Trevor Jeffers and Logan Moore. Sanchez and Noguera, 33, 34, going to be Miller and Harrison. Plus 5 here, going to be 13, 11. Let's go to 33, Corey Sanchez and Junior Noguera. 34, Miller and Harrison. Bailey and Rich at 35. Then I'll get Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins after 35. And we're clean here, going to be 804. That's going to be 34, Grant Miller, Joseph Harrison. Then 35, Bailey and Rich. Then I'll get Lucas Dunn, Buddy Hawkins. I'm going to be with the barrier, 15-18. Here's team 35. It's Tate Bailey and Douglas Rich. Lucas Dunn, Buddy Hawkins to follow. Then 36, going to be Steele and Cook, and Mitchell and Medlin at 37. Gonna be clean here, 738. Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins. Then we'll go to 36. That'll be Steele and Cook and Mitchell and Medlin at team 37. Stevie and Hunter, team number 36. You can write in. Going to be clean here, 862. All right, let's go to 36. Here's Stevie Steele, Hunter Cook. Then it's going to be Mitchell and Medlin at 37. 38, going to be Ranley and Thorpe. Going to be clean, 788. Let's go to 37. Taylor Mitchell and Logan Medlin. You'll be followed by Ranley and Thorpe. 38, 39, going to be Peyton Torres. All right, we'll get them again. We're going to go to number 38, Colton Ranley and Wesley Thorpe. Then it'll be 39, Peyton Torres and Essex and Graves at team number 40. With the barrier, they're going to be 1150. Let's go to 39. Going to be Lane Pate, Jonathan Torres, 40. That's Essex and Graves. And then Sharp and Dunning at number 41. Ethan and Travis at team number 40. You can write in. Clean here going to be 8 and 69. This is going to be number 40. Ethan Essex and Travis Graves. Sharp and Dunning, 41. 42, that's Hahn and Harrison. And we're going to be clean, 754. This is going to be number 41, Trey Sharp and Denton Dunning. Then we go to Hahn and Harrison, 42. 43, going to be Wallace and Graham. I'll pick up Taylor Mitchell, Logan Medlin after 43. Up around the belly, 6 and 89. This is going to be 42, Branson Hahn and Joseph Harrison. 43, Wallace and Graham, and then it's Mitchell and Medlin. Joe still at the second ring. Let's roll that team a minute. Let's go to Trip Wallace and Dylan Graham. Trip and Dylan, 43. Next out, Mitchell and Medlin, and then 44, Anderson and Bray. Taylor and Logan, you can write in. Clean, going to be 846. This is going to be Taylor Mitchell and Logan Medlin, then 44, Anderson and Bray, and Serona Northcott at 45. Okay. Let's get Trace Henderson, Peyton Bray, 44. All right, Pablo and Nikki, number 45. You can write in. Clean here, going to be 754. Let's go to 45. Going to be Pablo Cerrone and Nikki Northcott. He'll be followed by Doherty and Britton, 46. 47, going to be Caudle and Ashford. Clean here, going to be 6 and 70. 6 and 70, good run. Let's go to Jeff Doherty and Colton Britton, 46. Then going to be Caudle and Ashford, 47. 48, going to be Sanders and Eves. Going to be no time there. Going to be 47, Marty Caudle and Ross Ashford. 48, Sanders and Eves. After 48, let's get Hahn and Harrison and Mitchell and Medlin. And I'll get Jed Eccles and Levi Lord as well. 48, Curtis and Paul, you can write in. We'll get him again. 48, Curtis, Sanders, and Paul Eves. Then it's going to be Branson and Joseph, Taylor and Logan, and Jed and Levi. All right, Branson and Joseph, you can write in. Five here, they're going to be 1459. All right, this is Branson, Hahn, and Joseph Harrison. Taylor, Mitchell, Logan, Medlin, you're next, and Jed Eccles and Levi Lord. Going to be no time. Taylor, Mitchell, Logan, Medlin here. Jed Eccles and Levi Lord, you're going to be next out, and then Casey Martin and Buddy Hawkins, number 49. Kling going to be 777. All right, this is going to be number 17, Jed Eccles and Levi Lord. And then 49, that'll be Martin and Hawkins. Kling going to be 763. All right, 49, Casey Martin, Buddy Hawkins. You're going to be followed by Eichler and Eves at Team 50. 51, going to be Clayton and Moore. And take a look here. Going to be no time for them. No time. Let's go to 50. Going to be Kayla Eichler and Paul Eves. 51. Clayton and Warren. Bitted and Nogeta, number 52. We want to thank 377 Arena and the whole crew here for making such a home for the Clay Logan Open. We appreciate them. Thank you, Mr. Gibbs. Thank you to Jackie and T. Woolman and the whole crew here at 377 Arena. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else. It's going to be Kayla Eichler, Paul Eves here, 50-51. Clayton and Moore, and then Bitted and Nogeta, number 52. No Paul. Let's roll Kayla and Paul. Let's go to 51. Trace, Clayton, Logan Moore. With the barrier, they're going to be 1264. This is going to be 52. Tate Bennett and Junior Nogeta. 53. Watson and Harrison. And then Ivel and Rich at number 54. Clean here, going to be 773. This is going to be 53. Bailey Watson and Joseph Harrison. Ivel and Rich next, and Rogers and Cook at 55. All right, let's roll Bailey and Joseph. Let's go to 54. Matt Imel and Douglas Rich. Matt and Douglas, then Rogers and Cook at 55. Going to be no time. Going to be 55. Mike Rogers and Hunter Cook. Next, I'll get Bailey and Joseph. And Kayla and Paul, if Paul's back. Going to be clean 10-02, 10-02. Let's get Bailey and Joseph right here. It's Team 53. Kayla Eichler and Paul Eves will get you next. Then 56, Ralston and Medlin. Actually, we'll get Marty and Ross as well. We're going to get them picked up right here. Kayla and Paul, you can write in. Going to be no time. Kayla Eichler and Paul Eves. Next out, Marty Cottle and Ross Ashford. Then 56, Ralston and Medlin. $12.25 here with the barrier. This is going to be Marty Cottle, Ross Ashford. Then we'll go to 56, Ralston and Medlin, and Martin and Thorpe at 57. Do we have Marty and Ross? Marty and Ross? Nope. All right, let's go to 56, Pecos, Ralston, Logan, Medlin. Then it's going to be Martin and Thorpe, 57, 58, Peterson and Graves. Going to be no time. Let's go to 57, Bryce Martin and Wesley Thorpe. You're going to be followed by 58, Peterson and Graves, and then Wizian and Graham at 59, 60, Marshall and Northcott. We're six away from the end of the round. Kling going to be 758. This is going to be 58. Court Peterson, Travis Graves, Wizian and Graham next, and Marshall and Northcott. Macy and Dylan, you can ride in. There we go. Here's a good run. 709. Here's Macy, Wizian, and Dylan Graham. And then it'll be Marshall and Northcott. Cody Long, Junior Noguera, and Marty Cottle and Ross Ashford. They are going to finish the first round. Clinton here going to be 1087. This is Harley Marshall and Nikki Northcott. Then it's Cody Long, Junior Noguera, Marty Cottle, and Ross Ashford will in the first round. And we're going to go Kling going to be 855. 8 and 55. All right, this is Cody Long and Junior Noguera. And then Marty Cottle, Ross Ashford. And then we will drag here. With the barrier, they're going to be 1309. And the last team to rope, Marty Cottle and Ross Ashford. And then we're going to drag here before we start that third round. Remember, round 3, it'll be only the teams that caught 2 steers. Cling got to be 7 flat. 7 flat. All right, we're going to drag it up, and we'll start at the top for round number 3. It'll be the teams that caught 2. All right, ropers, we got 36 still alive right here as we go to round number 3. Remember, only the teams that caught 2 steers get to rope in the third round. We're going to start with Travis Rice and Levi Lord. They're going to be first out here. They're working off a 15-23 on 2. They're looking good at team number 1. Then Hinton and Worley, team number 2. Number 3 going to be Scheller and Torres, and Moore and Lord at team number 5. Thank you again, ropers, for coming out to the Clay Logan Open. Thank you to all of our pros for roping this morning in the Pro-Am. We appreciate you guys. Welcome to the folks tuning in on X Factor. Action going to start at 1 p.m. with the big Clay Logan Open to the world at 1 o'clock. We're going to be no time here, and a good team goes out. We'll go to Xander Hinton and Tyler Worley to rope. Then we're going to have a 17:07. Then it'll be Scheller and Torres at 3 and 5, Moore and Lord. Thanks again to our friends at 377 Arena for making us feel at home here. Thank you to Jackie and T. Woman, and thank you to Mr. Troy Gibbs for welcoming us. The Clay Logan Open here at 377 Arena. Smooth going to be 7 and 26, and their total going to be 24 and 33. They set the bar to the short round. We're going to take the top 20. Let's go to Austin Scheller and Jonathan Torres. Then we're going to have a 21-43. Then it'll be Moore and Lord, 5-7. Nixon and Britton, 8, 9, and 11. Be thinking about it. Going to be no time. Number 5, Craig Moore and Levi Lord. They're working off at 18:06. Nixon and Britton next, and Edwards and Ashford at 8. Going to be clean here, 8:01. Your total going to be 26:07, your second call back. Johnny Nixon and Colton Britton, number 7, your 21:41. Edwards and Ashford to funnel. Then Perry and Thorpe at number 9. Going to be no time. Going to be number 8, Charles Edwards and Ross Ashford. They're working off at 17:95. Perry and Thorpe, 9 and 11, Haynes and Eves. Going to be clean here, 7:61. You're going to be 25:56. Second call back. Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe, they're 14:35 on 2. That'll be Haynes and Eves, 11:13. Going to be Long and Noguera. Corden Paul, number 11, you can write in. Yeah, going to be 5 and 95. 20 and 30. That is the bar for the number 1 spot in the short round. 20 and 30 high back. Court Haynes and Paul Eves. Here's 11. They're working off a 23-25. Long and Noguera, 13-15. Going to be Barbie and Rich. Ain't going to be no time there. We're going to go to Cody Long and Junior Noguera, number 13. They're 23-45. Barbie and Rich, 15-16. Going to be Barnes and Cook. Going to be no time. Going to be number 15, Brent Barbie and Douglas Rich. They're working off at 18-20. Barnes and Cook to follow, then Eccles and Lord at 17. Matthew and Hunter, number 16. The box is yours. You can write in. And we're going to be clean 930. 930 makes you 2750. Matthew Barnes, Hunter Cook, they're working off a 1701. Eccles and Lord, 1719, going to be White and Worley. Going to be no time. Going to be Jeticles and Levi Lord. This team's good. 1450 on 2. Then to White and Worley, 19. Lamb and Northcott at number 25. Jay and Tyler, number 19, you can write in. And we're going to be clean 799, 799. Your total of 2249. That makes them second call back. Jay White and Tyler Worley. This team's at 22 and 62. Then we'll go to 25. Going to be Lamb and Northcott and Comp and Britain at team number 27. We need to see the following to the entry office: Cash Powmore, Jade Corkill, Trigger Hargrove, Shane Phillip, Hunter Cook, Clint Summer, Jake Long, Paul Eves, and Dustin Davis. We need all of you to the office. We can't draw the open until we see you. If you heard your name, come to the office right now. With 5 there, they're going to be 12 and 42. Your total going to be 35.04. This is 25. Riley Lamb and Nikki Northcott, they're working off a 24.09. Comp and Britain, 27.28. Going to be Carrillo and Ashford. Going to be no time. All right, going to be number 27, Caitlin Kopp, Colton Britton. They're 15.76. They are right in the hunt right here. Carrillo and Ashford to follow, then England no get at number 29. Kling going to be 770. 23.46, that's third callback. This is going to be Gilbert Carrillo, Ross Ashford with a 16.76. England no get it, a follow, then Dunn and Hawkins at 30. Waylon and Junior, number 29, you can write in. Oh, get a leg here. Going to be 13.79, and their total of 30.55. That's eighth back. Waylon Ingle, Junior Noguera. Then we're going to have a 27.94. Then going to be Dunn and Hawkins, 30.31. Portis and Eves. Lucas and Buddy, number 30, you can write in. Kling going to be 9.15. Your total going to be 37.09. We'll go to Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins. This team's got a 21.67. You'll be followed by Portis and Eves, 31.32. Going to be Jeffers and Moore. Saul and Paul, you can write in. And we're going to be clean here. 8.33, 8 and 33. Their 30 flat is eighth callback. All right, 31. Saul Portis and Paul Eves. They're 13.21 on 2 head. Tough right here. Jefferson Moore to follow, then Sanchez and Noguera, number 33. Hello, high callback. 663 is 1984 on 3. We'll go to 32. Trevor Jeffers and Logan Moore. They're 20 and 13. Then Sanchez and Noguera, 33. 34, Miller and Harrison. Five here, going to be 1169. Their total of 3182. This is Corey Sanchez and Junior Noguera. They're 21 and 18. Then Miller and Harrison, 34, 36, Steele and Cook. Going to be no time. Going to be number 34, Grant Miller, Joseph Harrison. They're 29.91. Steele and Cook, 36.38. Going to be Randley and Thorpe. Going to be no time. Going to be Stevie Steele, Hunter Cook. They're 16.53. And then it'll go to Randley and Thorpe. And Peyton Torres, 39. 40 going to be Essex and Graves. And then I'll get Barnes and Cook. Barnes and Cook after 40. Clean here going to be 937. Your total of 2590. Going to be seventh callback. Colby, Randley, Wesley, Thorpe. Here's 38. They've got a 1733. Peyton Torres to follow. Essex and Graves at 40, and then I'll get Barnes and Cook. Clean going to be 584. Hey, they're not going down without a fight. How about 2317? That's fourth callback. All right, 39, Elaine Peyton, Jonathan Torres. They're working off a 1690. And then Essex and Graves at 40. Then I'll get Barnes and Cook. Going to be no time. Going to be 40 now. Ethan Essex and Travis Graves. They've got a 1428. Barnes and Cook to follow. Then Wallace and Graham. Matthew and Hunter can ride in. They get a barrier here. Going to be 1091. And their total is a 2519. All right, this is Matthew Barnes, Hunter Cook. Then we'll go to 43, Wallace and Graham, and Anderson and Bray, 44. It's Team 1701 on 2. Tripp and Dillon, you can ride in. With the barrier, they're going to be 1286, and they're 2987. It's in the short round. We don't have a cut yet. We got 17 in there with 10 more teams to rope. Tripp Wallace and Dylan Graham, they got a 1508, and then Anderson and Bray, 4445, Serona and Northcott. Five here going to be 1358. Your total going to be 2866. To the short go, Trace Anderson, Peyton Bray. They've got a 14-12 on 2, looking good. Serona Northcott to follow them, then Cottle and Ashford, 47. 9 more to rope right here. Nine to go. We're going to drag it up before the short go. Kling going to be 695, and they're going to be 2107. That's third callback. All right, going to be 45. Pablo Cerrone and Nikki Northcott, they're 1463. Then going to be Carla Ashford, 47, 48, Sanders and Eves. Going to be no time. Going to be 47. Marty Cottle, Ross Ashford with a 1644. Sanders and Eves are next, and Eichler. And Eves, I'll roll down just a little bit so Paul's not back to back. Kling going to be 715. Their total of 2359. That's seventh callback. We got to cut now 3709. Curtis Sanders, Paul Eves with a 2145. That it's Clayton and Moore, 5152. Bennett and Noguera. Five here, going to be 1421. Total of 3566. That's the cut. We're going to roll Kayla and Paul for a second. Let's go to Trace Clayton, Logan Moore. There's 1869. Bennett and Noguera to follow. Peterson and Graves, Marshall and Northcott all in the round with Eichler and Eves. Going to be no time. Tate Bennett, Jr. Noguera, they're 1527. Peterson and Graves to follow. Marshall and Northcott in the round with Eichler and Eves. Clint here, going to be 945. Total of 2472. That is ninth. Court Peterson, Travis Graves, they're 1664. Marshall and Northcott to follow. Then Eichler and Eves, and then we're going to drag it. Clinton here's 624. You're going to be 2288. That's fifth back. Harley Marshall, Nikki Northcott with a 1541, and then Eichler and Eves, and then we'll drag 3182 the cut. Kling going to be 886. Your total going to be 2427. That is ninth. The cut 3055. Here's the last team to rope. Kayla Eichler and Paul Eves. They've got a 2830, and then we're going to drag. Going to be no time. All right, we are going to drag it up right here. 30-55, 30 and 55. The cut for the short go. We'll be right back after the tractor. Ladies and gentlemen, it is short round time here at the Pro-Am. At the Clay Logan Open, we've got the amateur headers on display here. The top 20 teams ready to battle it out in the short round. We're going to pay 4 monies in the average, and then we're also going to pay a fast time not placing in that average. And in the Pro-Am right here, rank racks to the amateur header, the champions right here. All right, we're going to go through the order for you. Then we're going to talk about that money. But first off, thank you. Thank you, pros, for coming to rope this morning. And thank you to all of our amateur headers that came to battle it out today at the Clay Logan Open. We appreciate you being here, guys. Good luck if you're in the top 20. Here's the order we're going to rope in. Gilbert Carrillo and Ross Ashford, 30 and 55. They'll start it off. The 19th high team is Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins. 18th back, Matthew Barnes and Hunter Cook. They're coming in with a 29.87. The 17th spot belongs to Trip Wallace and Dylan Graham. 16th callback, Brent Barbie, Douglas Rich. They're 27 and 50. 27.50. 15th callback, Craig Moore, Levi Lord. The 14th call going to be Stevie Steele and Hunter Cook with a 25.90. The 13th back, Charles Edwards and Ross Ashford. 12th going to be Ethan Essex and Travis Graves. That team's 25.19. 11th, Tate Bennett and Junior Noguera. Then we get into the top 10, going to be Xander Hinton and Tyler Worley. They're 24.33. 9th is Harley Marshall and Nikki Northcott, 24.27. 8th, Marty Cottle and Ross Ashford, 23.59. 7th, going to be Caitlin Kopp and Colton Britton, 23.46. 6th is Colton Randley and Wesley Thorpe with a 23.17. Top 5 is tough. We're stacked in there tight. A 22.88 is 5th. That's Court Peterson and Travis Graves. The 4th high team going to be Jet Eccles and Levi Lord, 22.49. 3rd, it's Trace Anderson and Peyton Bray with a 21.07. 2nd, Carter Perry, Wesley Thorpe with a 20 and 30. And the high team back, 19.84 on 3. It's Saul Porras and Paul Eves for the high callback. Ropers, we're going to pay 4 monies in the average. The one fast time not placing in the average going to be worth $1,200. 4th, $1,700. 3rd is $3,400. 2nd, $5,000, and the champ's going to win $6,800. And the rank racks to the amateur header, the champion here. Good luck to you guys. Let's do everything right in the short round. Gilbert Carrillo and Ross Ashford, 30 and 55 to kick off the top 20. Pull your resist dolls down tight. It is short round time at the Clay Logan Open. Thank you to our folks tuning in on X Factor Open to watch here. Remember, the action for the big opener open kicks off at 1 o'clock. I mean, we got him right here. They're going to be 974, and we started with a catch, just how we like it. 40 and 29 going to be their total. They set the bar. Let's go to Lucas Dunn and Buddy Hawkins now. It's the 19th high team to work. 30 flat, the 3-0-0 into the short round. You got to be 10-28 for a lead change, but we're a long ways from the top. We're kind of gunning at that fast time not placing, gentlemen. Going to be $1,200 for that. There we go, a little reach to the front right here. Put together a good run. We're going to get a leg. We're going to be 11.85. And they're 41.85. They move into number 2. We'll go to Matthew Barnes and Hunter Cook. It's the 18th call back now. And they're coming in with a 29.87. Come on in, guys. Let's do it. Matthew, we're ready for you. Matthew Barnes and Hunter Cook. 29.87, 10.41 to go to the top. And we're going to run him down there to the back. Things going pretty fast. We're going to be no time. Let's go to 17th back. Trip Wallace and Dylan Graham. Trip and Dylan, they're 28 and 66. Into the short round right here. It's Arkansas to the front side for Trip. Dylan Graham. Alberta Cowboy to the back side. 11.62 to go to number 1 right now. 2 teams have punched their ticket in the short round. But again, we're still a long ways from the top, and we've got some pretty quick teams up there. Guys, you need to go fast. Try to get that fast time money, not place it in the average. Got us a good start right here. There we go. We're going to be 7:05, and their total of 35.71. They go to the lead. They're the fastest team so far, and they're number one in the average right now. Let's go to Brent Barbie and Douglas Rich. They are 27 and 50. 27 and 50 here. 8.2 seconds to go to number one for Brent and Douglas. Brent Barbie out of Amarillo, Texas here. Oh, good shooting. We're going to be 8:06. 8:06. Guys, that's all you can do is ride out number one, and you did it. 35.56 leads the pack. It's going to be Craig Moore and Levi Lord now, the 15th callback. 26 and 07. 26 and 07. Guys, it's going to take a 9:48 for you to go to number one. And we're clean. We're going to be 8:65. Your total of 34.72. And we did it again. We're just getting quicker and quicker. They lead the pack, 34.72. That's going to take us down to Broken Bow, Oklahoma for Stevie Steele. Partner Hunter Cook here, 25 and 90 for them. We got to be 8:81. Those 8-second runs have been changing the lead the last few teams in a row. Let's keep it rocking here. Trying to wind up in the top four when it's all said and done to get you paid. Oh, can't connect right here. They're going to have trouble. They're going to be no time. Let's go to 13th back. It's going to be Charles Edwards and Ross Ashford. 25.56 is what they're working with. And we got to be a 9:15 now. 9:15 for the lead change. Oh, we were pushing the barrier. We pushed it a little too far. And we're going to get the front leg for them. They're going to be no time. We got a dozen to rope. It's going to take us now to Ethan Essex out of Loretto, Kentucky. TG, Travis Graves, healing for him right here, 25 and 19. We got a little time now. 9:52 puts you in the lead. I'm going to say we're going to have to be quicker than that to win any money today, though. Yeah, we're going to reach right out there, get him around the neck, but I mean handle him just right. They're going to be 7:52. Nice job there, Ethan. 32.71, and they're the new leaders for $6,800. We'll go to the 11th call. It's going to be Tate Bennett out of Hereford, Texas, a cowboy right here to the front. Junior Noguet on the back. They're 24.72. They've got to be 7.98. 7.98 to go to number one now. Pull the cinch a little tighter on the top 10 teams. All right, watch Yeller to the front side. He's got all the looks. He's going to be good to boot. Tate doesn't ride one if they're not. I mean, get around. 7.69 and a 32.41. A good run right there, right in the middle of the pin. Takes the lead for 6,800. They're number one. Now we're going to go to the top 10 now. Xander Hinton and Tyler Worley. They are 24.33. 24 and 33. We got to be 8.07. 8.07 right here now to go to number one. We want to say thank you to Bloomer Trailers. If you can dream it, they can build it at Bloomer. Thank you also to Kerry Kelly, Bits and Spurs. We'll see Gary Geesey right over there in that white trailer. Straight across from the announcer stand on the other side there. Get the cool stuff at Gary Kelly. 8:07 to put them number one. Can we do it? We're going to be just a little too long. 8:49 and a 32:82. Things are tight. It drops you to third in the roping. Let's go to the ninth callback. It's going to be Harley Marshall on the front side. 24-27 on the young gun from Stephenville. Nikki Northcott on the back. 8:13 now to be number one. Let's go take the lead, see how the chips are going to fall, guys. We need to wind up in the top four. And we're going to be, whoa. All right, Nikki, crisis averted there. Something to be said for you. You'd have still been laying there, James, I guarantee you. Pop right up. We're going to be 8:08. Hey, on the bright side, you're number one in the rope, and 32:35 is winning it. And they got a new reel for some action on X Factor. I bet that one's going to get replayed somewhere. All right, we're going to go now to Marty Cottle and Ross Ashford. It is the Queen Arkansas to the front side here. 23-59 for Marty and Ross. We got to be 8:75 to go to number one. All right, gentlemen, here we go. We got 8 to work. We're going to pay the top 4 of them. It's down to the nitty-gritty now. 8:75 to go to number one. Marty, yeah, going to do his job. Automatic right here. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to get the leg. 13:77 and a 37:36. We're going to be too long today. Let's go to Caitlin Kopp and Colton Britton now. Here's the 7th high team. They're 23-46. 23-46. We got to be the triple eights here. 8:88 to take control of the roping. All right, we're going to get everything just right here. Caitlin Kopp, pretty sticky chicky. 8:88 to go to number one. She can do that all day. Let's go put a little added pressure on the next 6 teams. Make them come beat you. And we're going to be no time for them. Let's go to the top 6. Let's go to Colton Ranley and Wesley Thorpe, 23-17. We got to be a 9-17 to change things at the top here, guys. Hold on a moment. Hold on. You know, I think that's a great idea. Caitlin Kopp and Colton Britton, we're going to bring you back. That one didn't want to play in the short round. We're going to bring Caitlin and Colton back. We're going to do it right now. We got to stay in order here. So we're going to get them again. As we wait for them to make their way back up the arena, we want to thank some more of our great sponsors. Thank you to OE Nutraceuticals, Laird Incorporated, Laredo Conversions, building quality custom trucks since 1998. You want to ride in a cool one? Make it a Laredo. Thank you to CEP. That's Complete Equine Performance. All your equine nutrition. Thank you to them. Riddle Excavating. Fastback Ropes. Pinnacle Performance Care. Stop by. Get you an IV, a booster, the Trinity shots. They're right out in front of the building here. Pinnacle Performance Care. Thank you to Cactus Ropes. We appreciate them, and thank you also to Smarty Rodeo. That Smarty Rodeo dummy roping going to be at noon. Remember, kids, get signed up by 11:45 down there at the back end of the second arena. All right, we're back and we're ready. We're going to do it again. Caitlin Kopp and Colton Britton. You know the deal, 888 to go to the lead. I mean, pull off a shot. 7 and 39. That one's going on the highlight reel, Colton. 30 and 85. It's winning their open here for the 7th callback. All right, we're going to go now to Colton Randley and Wesley Thorpe. They're 23 and 17. 6 callbacks, got to be a 767. We're a couple of spots out of the money. We've got to move up, gentlemen. Got to be in the top 4 if you want to get paid today. 767, we need to take the lead right now to have a shot. Oh, we stole the start and got it on him. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Looked so good for a moment. We're going to be 10 and 85 with the leg, though. And a 34 and 02 going to put him out of the money. Let's go to the top 5. It's going to be Court Peterson and Travis Graves. 22 and 88 for the 5th callback. Sean Peters, they need to see you to the entry office right away, please. All right. 796 to take the lead for Court and Travis. Again, they won't be guaranteed money. They're on the outside looking in at the 5th callback. Top 4 get paid, but we could take the lead with a 796. And they're going to be no time. Let's go to the final 4. It's going to be Jed Eccles and Levi Lord at the 4th high team. Hold on a minute. All right, we're going to do it right now. Court, come right back up the pin. We're going to get Court and Travis again right here. Well, thank you to Preventative Reliable Maintenance, PRM, family owned. They specialize in preventative maintenance. If you need anything done, check out PRM. Thank you to Classic Ropes and Classic Equine. We appreciate all of our great sponsors here. The Clay Logan Open. Thank you to Reliance Ranches, Dixon Flowers Rope Horses, Peak Performance Equine Hospital. Thank you to them. All right, Court and Travis, we're running it back. 22 and 88. They've got to be 796 to go to the lead. And they're clean. They're going to be 785. And at 3073, they're number 1. Now we're into the money. We're into the top 4. It's going to be Jed Eccles and Levi Lord. They're coming in 2249. Guys, you've got to be 823 for guaranteed money right here. Get paid. 823. They're clean. They're going to be 773. They said, we don't want to win 4th. We're here to win it all. 30-22. They take the lead. As we go to the 3rd callback now, it's going to be Trace Anderson and Peyton Bray. The 3rd high team, they're 21-07. These top 3 teams, they kind of ran away from the rest of the pack. We've got a 21-07, a 20-30, and a 19-84. The top 3 ready to battle it out. 914 is going to take you to the lead right now for the 3rd callback. And going to be no time, no luck today for them. Let's go to Louisiana. It's Arcadia for Carter Perry. Wesley Thorpe on the back, 20 and 30. All right, it's a 2-horse race now between you and the high team back. How you going to play it? A 991 going to put you in the lead, but we need to be faster than that if we want to put a little pressure on that top team. Make them come beat you for the title of champions. Yep, and they go play it smart. They're 874. They ride out number 1, 2904. Well, the high team back, they've been running off since the very first steer. I called it on the first one. This was my pick to win it all. It is Saul Porras and Paul Eves. 1984. The hard work is done, gentlemen. You got to be 919 to go win the open now. They went 6 on all of their first 3 steers. Now they've got some breathing room. 919 to win the open right here for the high team back. All right, this team should win it all. Saul, yeah. Eves to the back. Oh, my goodness. A leg in the short round, going to be 1341. And they're going to be out of the dough. The champions from the second high call, Carter Perry and Wesley Thorpe, 2904. They're going to win $6,800 in the rank racks for Carter. Second, Jet Eccles and Levi Lord at 30 and 22 going to win $5,000. Court Peterson and Travis Graves at 30-73 going to win $3,400. And Caitlin Kopp, Colton Britton, they wind up fourth at 30-85 for $1,700. The fast time of the short round that didn't place, Trip Wallace and Dylan Graham with a 7:05 going to win them $1,200. And Jet Eccles, his horse wins the head horse of the Pro-Am right here. Jet Eccles, congratulations. We'll need to see you. Wins the top head horse here in the Pro-Am. All right, give us just a moment here. We're going to switch gears. We will get into the healers. We've got 40 of them to rope. And the amateur healers, give us just a moment and we'll get it started.
Well, welcome back. It's a Sunday morning here. We just got done with our Pro-Am roping. I'm sitting here with Jet Eccles. Jet, they picked his horse to be the head horse of the Pro-Am. I see you went second in the roping also, and looked like your horse is a really, really nice horse. Why don't you tell us a little about him?
Well, he's 12 years old. I bought him when he was 9 from Sean Darnell, and he's out of a future Sacred Promise mare with a Playing Stylish on top. And Sean trained him and rode him, and he's a very nice horse.
Well, Sean does a great job. He's been doing a great job for many years. A good friend of mine, and he's been somebody I looked up to when I started a lot of this stuff. Yes, Sean is a great guy, and man, that's great to get a horse from somebody like that you can go win on that look this good. And
yes, sir.
And like I said, we're just happy you showed up at the Pro-Am. Glad to see really good horse flesh, and looking forward to seeing you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, we're back here with the Pro-Am champions in the Heading division. We have Carter Perry and Wesley Thorpe. Rope pays $6,800. Carter, you came back second high callback, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you guys looked like you had to be like a 9 something to go the lead, and the team that was high callback had about a half a second lead on you guys. Does that sound?
Yes, sir.
Looked like you guys went and made a good businessman run. You ran up there, got the steer caught. Wesley come around there an extra jump, which he didn't do that all day, and secured the win.
Yes,
and
sir.
So we're going to put them on the screen right here, and why don't you tell us about the run?
Yeah, right there I just took a good start, made it safe, and ran up to him, caught him, and then let him clean it up.
My horse is a little tight from earlier in the day.
He's a little tight. You did some great healing today, though, like always. I mean, we don't get a 3-time world champion that doesn't heal as good as you do, I'm telling you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, we sure appreciate you guys, and like I said, this Pro-Am, without people like Wesley and these guys showing up to do this and help us, and these AMs appreciate to be able to rope with you guys, and you guys are pretty special to do the job you guys do. We appreciate everything.
We really enjoy it. It's fun for us to come out and put some runs together before the Open. It's about to be one of the best Opens of the year, and it's a few miles from the house. It doesn't get any better than this. Yeah. So
Well, thank you guys very much, and congratulations.
You bet. Thanks for having us.